Welcome back to the Cadillac Countdown to Super Bowl, everyone. We're joined now by a special guest who's going to give us his take on the outcome of this contest. He promises he'll do that before our time together is over. He needs no introduction. Floyd Mayweather, undefeated. Listen, Floyd, you are a special guy from many fronts, the least of which I have a newfound respect for you. These gloves Floyd is wearing around his neck, I don't know if you can see these guys. If you can back out, these things are 8 ounces. What's your regulation gloves, 10 ounces each?
10 ounces.
10 ounces? He's getting his workout right here, guys. The fight isn't until May 5th, but he's already getting the workout. Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
What brings you down?
It's great to be here.
Good to have you. What brings you down to Miami? Obviously the Super Bowl, but there's other stuff that's going on too.
The Super Bowl, but we're promoting for the fight May 5th. The world awaits. Oscar De La Hoya, the Golden Boy versus Pretty Boy Floyd. Myself, the biggest fight in boxing history. The fight that sold out in 3 hours. So Super Bowl is going to be a spectacular show. Plus, May 5th, we're going to put on a spectacular show.
Now, boxing is hard enough to do it in one class, but you've spanned, it will be now, 5 different weight classes.
5 different weight classes, 6-time world champion after May 5th.
Well, thank you. You know, it's just one of those deals where it boggles the mind because it's so difficult to move from one weight class to the other, much less 5. Number one, what motivated you to do
Well,
it?
I feel it's blessings from the big man above, God Almighty. It's been a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, the right team, surrounding myself with the right people, and right now it's the right timing.
Now, you've been contemplating at some point in time retirement, and again, we thought after your last fight that you were going to hang him up then.
Yes.
Where does that stand now?
Well, I'm still going to retire May 5th, but if Oscar De La Hoya wants to do a rematch in another mega fight after this fight, that's possible, but he will be my last opponent.
Now, for the sake of the interview, we asked a difficult question. There was some speculation that your father, Senior, would possibly be training De La Hoya. That didn't work out. Wouldn't that have been uncomfortable, to say the least?
Well, absolutely not, because going into the fight with Oscar De La Hoya May 5th, I'm undefeated. My dad has never seen me be defeated, so it was going to be hard for, even if my dad did work Oscar De La Hoya's corner, which was Oscar De La Hoya's best chance, it really didn't matter to me.
Did it matter little that the techniques that were unique to the Mayweather camp, unique to his style of training, would have aided the enemy, so to speak?
No, because by being around the sport so long, you learn different things, and you add on your extra things. So it's a lot of things that I add on that's extras, and I learned in the game that I didn't learn from my father.
Now, Floyd, I've never fought in a ring, but I wrestled, and it was one of the most difficult things I've ever done. I can only imagine, given that kind of energy in short bursts like that, going the length of round, give our people a sense of what it's like in a grueling wire-to-wire fight like you've been in involved.
Well, sometimes it's a toe-to-toe battle. Sometimes you can get hit with a big shot to see stars. Actually, like when you see on cartoon, you see the guy get hit upside the head with a hammer, and he sees stars. That really goes on in boxing if you get hit with a big shots. But, my whole intake on boxing is, the less you get hit, the longer you last in the sport. And that's something that I've done very, very well for my professional career. I'm going to go out there May 5th, go out there and execute the game plan, be the same old Floyd Mayweather, and get the fans their money's worth. This is a big pay-per-view fight. We're going to do at least 3 million homes, gross 100 million, but I'm in the sport for the legacy, not just for the money. And, the sport has been great to me, but May 5th will be my last fight, and I want to give something back to the sport of boxing and something back to my fans.
You talk about legacy. When they write that epithet, what will it say about Floyd Mayweather? What
will it say about Floyd Mayweather is, in Floyd Mayweather's era, he's beat the best at 130, he's beat the best at 135, he's beat the best at 140, he beat the best at 147, and it ended with 154 by beating the Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya. But, if you look at some of the other legendary fighters, I broke their record. If you look at Muhammad Ali, he's a legendary fighter. He stood for a great cause. But Muhammad Ali also lost to a fighter with 7 fights, which was Leon Spinks. And Sugar Ray Leonard was a tremendous fighter, a great champion, but he lost to Roberto Duran, a guy who moved from lightweight to 147 to beat him. And then we go to the great Sugar Ray Robinson, a guy who was a good welterweight, a good middleweight, but when he challenged for the light heavyweight title, he got stopped in the fight. And as for me, I dominated, and I won numerous belts in numerous weight classes, and I've been the best out there so far.
Fair enough. Let's use our imagination, and let's assume that Oscar De La Hoya is within earshot right there. He can hear every word you're saying to him. What would you say to him right now?
Oscar De La Hoya, thanks for putting this fight together, us coming together, giving the fans what they want to see. This is the biggest fight in boxing history, the Golden Boy versus the Pretty Boy, and it should happen in no other place but Las Vegas, the MGM Grand, the best hotel in the world. This is a fight that the fans around the world can't miss. I'm going to be there. It's going to be a toe-to-toe battle, blood, sweat, and tears. Don't miss the fight, May 5th.
All right, fair enough. Listen, you promised us you'd give your prediction before you got out of here. Who do you like and why?
Well, I like Peyton Manning. I'm a Colts fan. Of course, I live in Las Vegas. I bet big money on the games, but I'm going with Peyton Manning because he plays the best inside the dome or in good weather. And it's good weather out here in Miami. If the game was played somewhere where the weather wasn't so good, I had to lean towards the Chicago Bears. But the Colts offense is just crazy.
Fair enough. So you like the Colts then, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Floyd Mayweather, everybody. Thanks, Floyd, for joining us. And
thank you for bringing your